And welcome everybody to another exciting week of Tech Thursday. I am your host, Hakeem Sanders, along with my co-host,
Catherine. He's throwing all the energy. He wants to have all of this energy. So I'm giving him his moments in the sun. As they say.
I just don't understand it.
I don't know if I noticed every show. I'm like smiling because I'm waiting for the theatrics that's gonna go down by Mr. Tech. So I didn't say tiara. Well, theatrics. But anyway, to everyone, Joanne, he bring the cup out especially for you, Joanne.
Yeah.
He brought the cup out for all of our viewers out there. We want to welcome you guys to Tech Thursday. As Mr. Tech said, welcome, welcome, welcome. And, during the month of July, we still decided to celebrate the 242.
Independence.
And who doesn't know the 242 is? That's the great Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We're celebrating 46 years of independence. And we thought it right, just to not have one show. And we were supposed to have a special guest, but we said, hey, we didn't give all that we should have given to this great country that has given us the opportunity to be who we are. So we want to dabble into a bit more into technology. In an independent Bahamas. We're going to look at that again. We will have our special guest on to talk about the industry itself in the Bahamas. But we still wanted to take a look at it for you guys who might think, oh, the Bahamas, they do call us a third world country. I don't know why, but that's another story for another day on another show. But they do call us a third world country. But despite all of that, we do have some technological advancements,
Mm-hmm.
and we do have some things we need to catch up on. So we just want to take this time out to take a look at the Bahamas
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, I'll continue because
yeah, we'll continue. Yeah.
yeah, because last week we started the topic and we had we sent some feedback or requested some feedback from you, our viewers.
Let's see, we got some feedback.
They were excellent. I mean, they just were excellent feedbacks. We agreed with 90.
Hey, Joanne.
Hey, Joanne.
Joanne, you saw the cup?
We agreed with about 98% of those.
Only sky
comments.
juice in a cup, though.
Ain't even sky juice.
Or it's coconut water.
Just coconut water.
That's how we do it in the 242 in the Bahamas. We just drinking it fresh, electrolytes and all.
You don't see how hot outside is? Only feel like heat?
Listen,
Anyway.
that's the 242 for you. But
scorching hot.
but despite the heat, we do have technology. And again, for all of our people are just coming on in, we found it. We thought we'd have did do this justice if we didn't dabble a bit more into technology in an independent Bahamas, at least. Well, yeah, for the most part, for the 46 years, we'll be looking at technological advancements and stuff that we probably still need to catch up on. So that's what we're looking at today. So you guys get your thinking caps on, get your questions out there, because we are an interactive show and we are here for our viewers. Yay! 242 to the world. yes, Joanne. You know it ain't. You know how we means go. But put your thinking caps on, ask your questions, because this show is for our viewers. We here on Tech Thursday, basically powered by Sanders Consultants, is here to help you with all your tech problems. Free answers. Free. Y'all know how Bahamians go. Free answers. Well, technological answers. We want you guys to come with your questions. Do not feel embarrassed. I constantly tell our viewers, why you didn't ask us on the show? People be calling me on the side. Oh, why are you getting this? I'm like, ask these questions on the show. People may be going through the same problems you're going through, and they want to know. You're not sometimes you're not the only person with the same problem. You think, hey, I can't get on my WhatsApp, or I can't get on my whatever. You never know. It may be something national. You heard in your head thinking it's your phone, but it's. Hey, Joey, how are ya?
Hey, Joey.
Hey, Joey. Joey got some big stuff going on. People, you gotta watch out for Joey too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, be free to ask. Somebody, I'm sure, will benefit. And no question is a dumb question. Somebody's gonna benefit from it. So, like we say, put on your thinking caps, and we're gonna look at technology in an independent Bahamas. Y'all, let's make the world proud. See what a third world country is all about, eh? I think we're really second world, though. They need to do another category. I think we second world just on the cusp of being first. What y'all think about that? I think so. I don't think we're that backwards, but technology-wise, some people may beg to differ in other aspects. But whilst I'm here doing all this dabbling, he's pulling up some comments and doing some other stuff. Yeah. Y'all can always tell, right? Y'all can always tell. But again, you guys, come up with your questions. We have the answers. I hope we have the correct answers, but we have the answers to help you with your technological problems. And you never know, you guys got people like Joey, they're watching the show. I'm sure they'll definitely come on and say, hey, this is this. Joanne got flexi picture. Hold on, Joanne. Hold on. Joanne is a model, people who did not know. Joanne, you're a model. You need to be on Essence magazine. Okay, so we're going to go into our first little break, as you guys know we usually do.
And a break, just intro.
Intro, people. We're going into our intro.
All right.
We always have jokes during the break. Don't worry about that. Y'all don't hear the jokes either.
All right. And so, like Catherine said, we thought fit more to finish discussing what we started last week on technology in the independent Bahamas. Just going over before I even get to the slides, going over in my head what have been some of the technological advancements that I can recall.
Y'all is a biddy, so ain't much. And for our viewers out there, if y'all know what biddy means, y'all know Bahamian. Y'all better go get the Bahamian dictionary.
I know I-20, but I know, but I just said.
Y'all could go on Amazon and get the Bahamian dictionary, eh?
Yeah, I know I-20.
Y'all know what biddy means. That's technology, right there.
Biddy. But yeah, as simple as traveling, technology has advanced as simple as your passport. I can recall as a child, the passport, everything was done, or everything was in like a manual format. Like you had this red sticker that you had to do your write your signature on, and then it was embedded inside of the passport. It's like a red and white strip with the signature on it, and then that's how they verified it was your signature using your passport. But now everything is now digital. Even I recall a recent trip. You take your passport and you send it to the kiosk machine.
You go on a recent trip. I need to find out what this recent trip is.
So you put it in the kiosk machine and it reads all your information. Back then, you had to take your passport to the counter at the airport.
To the agents?
Yeah, to the agents, the ticket agents, and then they had to now key in information and this and next thing. And don't you be traveling with a family of more than two, because that can be all day, because they have the key in everybody. Now all they have to do is now just swipe, all the information comes up and boop. And,
okay, technology.
And I think for independent Bahamas, I think we did pretty well. We up there.
Yeah, I think we should be, like I say, secondary. We're not third world country, secondary country.
Yeah, so again, just going over some of the things in my head, that's what I came up with. So if you guys could come up with something else, let us know in the comment section.
Technology, what has improved?
Yeah, well, what else has improved, I'm
thinking, I know it's a lot. Obviously, it's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. But I mean, like, pick an industry, pick an industry and then say exactly how technology has advanced,
fast food industry. They know how to cook on these nuggets fast.
Microwave generation, they call it, right?
The microwave. Listen. But anyway, this is in the 242. This is in the 242 we talk about. But definitely our technology has improved. If we talk about education, I always go back to when I was in school, we had used the stencil. We ain't had word art.
Stencil
just when you had projects,
we
ain't had no word art like that,
Yeah.
Because the computer wasn't like, all that accessible.
Right.
The computer wasn't all that accessible during my time. Going to the computer lab was like a treat, So just education, you can see the change in technology. You have some teachers that want you to send your homework. I mean, I talk about in high schools, I want you to send your homework in over the internet. Yeah, send it by email. You got to send that in. And I talk about right here in the Bahamas, right here. Yes, sir.
I mean, even going back to what you just finished saying about education. I recall doing BJC and BGCSE and school projects, and you physically had to go into the library and check out the book and look at the book and this and next thing to get the necessary information that you need to answer the questions for your project. And not even let's just say you even need photocopies. You had to pay, I think it's back like 10 cents photocopy and this and next thing.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying. But now, I wonder how prevalent the library here in the Bahamas is. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah, because we got some librarians watchers.
So. No, I'm not. But if you're a librarian here in the 242, let us know where are Bahamians still utilizing the library as yes, or are they now more
But remember, they have library online too now.
No,
you can get certain documents online,
right?
Like microfiche and stuff like that.
Okay, but I mean, even so, more so the law, the Bahamas laws, they have a whole website and this and next thing that you get those things. I'm fine. But I'm talking about that physical yellow building that have all them boxes inside of it. That's next to the post office for the most part. Yeah, I talking about those post office. Matter of fact, even the main post office down, not post office, library. Sorry, downtown. Where not, uh, if you're in school doing some type of research, where not you still utilize those brick and mortar buildings to do research, or where not now everything is
Yeah, you might
strictly
have to
online.
send it to us after the show.
Yeah,
But I'm sure a lot of people do. I am sure because the Wolford libraries be packed.
the Wolf Road Library. What Wolf Road
Yes,
Library?
Wolford. Oh, he who the 242 too. There's one right on Wolf Road next to that's Stephen Dillady. What's the school name?
Wolf Road.
Yeah, the Joanne's talking about our passports. There's a Wolford
Yep.
library. A lot of people still utilize that. But
Wolf Road.
okay. Yes, Wolford. There's a Wolford library, and it's oftentimes. But I feel the Bahamas still needs a lot going on in the yes.
But what exactly, Joey? I mean, I agree with the statement, but I mean, in what areas? Like, be more specific. Like, I mean, I could name on top of my head.
Yeah, we need
E-government.
more.
E-government. Like, they really need to improve that.
Yes, we need more, but we're not as bad as we were. We're
No,
like doing a bit more.
But 46 years of independence. Yeah, we doing some then, but we could be doing a lot more. What are some of those mores?
Well, some countries been independent for 100 and something years
I
in the
want for them
Caribbean.
countries, so you know what for the 242? I
I'll
want
be
for
better
them.
than them.
No, I want for them. I want for the 242.
Anyway, aren't we going to talk? Let's spend a lot of time. Yes, thank you. Yes, the librarians. They still do it.
No, she say spent. Spent is past tense.
Joanne.
Yeah, spent.
Yeah.
Past tense. Yeah.
But nonetheless, this show, we're gonna look at how technology, if it hasn't, y'all look like y'all making it sound no good for the Bahamas.
No, it has. No, it really has. Don't get us wrong, it has. But we're not moving as fast as we ought to be.
But are we ready to move as fast?
Yes.
No, are the Bahamian people ready for that?
Yes.
No, they're not. Bahamian people, listen, y'all, when the statisticians
y'all let her run, y'all let her break, right?
When the statistician comes to y'all door asking how many people live in your house, y'all still is lying.
Yeah, what happened to do with technology?
That is technology.
Technology.
Yes,
no, that's not technology.
Yes.
No, that's
anyway,
not.
Just for another day. Let's get into it.
No, that's not technology.
It's a part of technology.
No, foolishness. I mean, you know why?
My children grow.
you know why it's not a part of technology? Because those people coming to your door with a pen and paper in their hands saying, how much people live here? 2, 3, 4, 7. No. If it was technology, there's going to be Harvard, some type of tablet, or just that next thing. How much people there? Bob, 4. Key that in, Bob. That done sent to the main headquarters.
Two minutes if I finish so you can understand what I'm saying. The challenge is you have statisticians who go out there looking for information.
If you haven't get your Science Consultants Cup yet, let us know.
We could give you guys one for free.
Yeah. Let us know if you're interested in Science Consultants Cup.
Okay, but nonetheless, I think the Bahamas. Anyway, let's get into the slides.
It is? No.
Do we go into a break first?
Don't worry about the break. Don't worry about the slide. Finish your statement.
He wouldn't let me speak. So what I'm trying to say is this, right? Okay, when the people from the statistics goes around and they're asking you, oh, what's the age bracket, whatever. The government uses this information to now facilitate and say, hey, we need to improve in this and we need to improve in that. That's what statistics is there for.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys ever noticed, sometimes you're driving on the road, you go over this little thin thing in the road, you go pop, right? It's like almost like a Cat 6 is a wire. That's them trying to read how much traffic is passing in an area at a certain time so they can know how to develop certain things. So hold on, let me finish. So this is my point. I don't feel like the Bahamas is not moving fast enough. I feel Bahamians sometimes are hesitant to growth and change. For growth to happen, listen, You could ask any statistician, any of my statisticians out there watching, ask them how hard it is for them to go to people's house just for them to tell them honestly how much people live in there. You say, two, what are their ages? Why you want to know? Why the government want to know? It ain't about tree duty. It's about the government trying to figure out, hey, in this area, we have a bunch of teenagers. So maybe I should bring a school in here. And maybe the school should be more technologically advanced, but Bahamians don't even give that information. So sometimes I feel it's Bahamians who hold back their own progress. Yeah. Bahamians be little.
No.
How many Bahamians still have a bank book?
Don't worry about all of that, right?
You know what?
Like bank books. I mean, I don't even know if bank books still even exist.
They exist.
Yeah, but I'm not convinced that today's banks,
word for the cup.
today's banks still utilize the bank books. Like when I go to a Canadian bank over here, I mean, they just say you put your card, they just key it, you key in your PIN, and they give you a little paper receipt and say, thank you, sir, for banking with us today.
For you guys who are watching the show, please let Mr. Technologist
Please let me know if you still have a
People
bank
still
book.
use bank books in this 242.
You mean like online banking? Like
No,
you can see all your history.
You go in at the bank, man or woman, right there to tell her.
Which bank?
Writing. All the banks still do it. ALL. All the banks.
You know what? I can send out a request to have the banks on our show next month. And I'm going to see whether or not that still is the case.
Okay.
And I want to know if it is the case, why it is the case.
Because that's Bahamians.
That's not Bahamians.
Okay, you know what? Y'all, let's go.
It's not Bahamians. I don't understand it. Why?
It's not the Bahamas, it's Bahamians. I mean, which in the Bahamas is Bahamians. So he said, the technology that the Bahamas is introducing has already been introduced in the United States years ago.
I agree. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. That's it? That's it, Catherine?
No, because I'm about to say, Joey, so why don't us technologists, why don't we create something?
We are.
Oh, God. What are we creating? What are we being technologists creating?
This show is innovative. This show is a tech show geared towards tech discussions, geared towards building a tech community or advancing the tech community in the 242 to stimulate and enhance this conversation of where the Bahamas needs to be 46 years later after independence. This show. Look at the amount of radio stations that we have. Look at we have a radio station. Don't
talk about academic. Go a little
No. We now have a gospel radio station. Strictly 2 gospel radio stations.
2 or 3?
I think 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Right.
It may be 4.
But how long ago was it that there was strictly a gospel station?
Under what government?
No, listen, this ain't no political thing. At the end of the day, if you are elected, you have an no. You have an obligation to enhance the country.
2.80 to go inside bank to withdraw. Yes, so I'm still paying $2.08. Yes, listen. That's for another show.
When the banks come on, then we can have those discussions, the fees and all that, and why and all that. But
listen, we backwards with that.
Anyway, that's another beast within itself, right? But moving right along, right?
Technology.
Any government have an opportunity to its people to enhance and to make the necessary legislations and policies to advance the country. So I don't care who introduces, that's your job. That's where you there.
Maybe the challenge is that there aren't that much technologists in government. And maybe, hold on, let me finish. And maybe what a lot of technologists needs to probably do in the Bahamas, we talk about the government and the Bahamas is so backwards with technology.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, get from behind your computer, your laptop, your desktop, whatever it is, and actually make a stand to say, hey, this is what we're going to do. But I mean, I will honestly say this is what the show is about.
Right.
We here are trying to make the industry more cohesive.
Yes.
And more unified.
Yes.
So that's what we're trying to do.
Yes.
In our own capacity. It's unifying the technology
Hey,
industry.
Pasha. Hey, cuz.
Hey! So that's what we're trying to do here in the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to make this industry more together, more, like monkey glue. Put it all together like crazy glue.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if we're going to say we ain't backwards. I'm telling you, Joanne, we ain't backwards that bad. I know, eh?
We're not saying backwards.
Listen, we ain't backwards that bad.
We're not. I am not disputing, and Joey, I don't feel is disputing the fact that we're backwards. What we're saying is that these things that have been introduced today, that we call technology, has been around for the last 10 years. It's new to us, but it's old technology. Point blank. What we're saying is we have the necessary infrastructures. We have, oh, for heaven's sake, we have an electrical issue here in the Bahamas, right? As relates of supplying proper power, right? Which drives, I talking about 100% of how your country flows. Why are you sighing on the show?
Because you know what the sad thing is, and I could give a very good point. This could put the nail in the coffin.
Oh.
We talk about technology in the Bahamas, how backwards, and back in the day, this old technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when they want to introduce WTO, right?
No.
Let me
They can't do that. They can't do that.
Can I finish?
They can't.
I can't have the conversation
Go
because
ahead.
what I'm trying to say
This
is, right?
This is a tech show, by the way.
Yeah, this is a tech show. So what I'm trying to say is, right, we're talking about technology, and old technology comes to the Bahamas. The reason it's old, because as Bahamians, we tend to shy away from certain things, and we're like, hey,
change. It's called change.
Well, change totally. So we're into certain things. So I mean,
Change.
this is why technology is the way it's going. Bahamians are so afraid of certain things. Bahamians, I find, are afraid to use technology. They're very afraid. They're not interested. Some people have debit card. They ain't using that. They ain't know that about. They're using cash. They go to the bank to get money. They're using cash.
Mm-hmm.
Some Bahamians even go on a plane. They're scared to fly. They go on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
I trying to display Freeport people, but they rather go to boat to go to Miami. They ain't trying to go on a plane.
There's a method behind the boat.
madness.
Yeah, for Freeport
Okay.
and going to the States. Yeah, there's a method behind that madness.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be a Freeport to know exactly why you take the boat instead of the plane. Yeah. Yeah, you can
my partitions.
Yeah. But then again, you made a valid point, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, this show is to help Bahamians be aware of the technology that's there and why the technology exists, because there is a lack of education as relates to when technology has been introduced. For instance, I recall, I think of about a year or so ago, a particular bank over here said, we don't want to see you, or made appears, we don't want to interact with humans no more. We just want you guys to use our automated systems. You get better service and this and next thing, because
that ain't work.
No, but that's what I'm saying. And there was an uproar with it. I love the idea. Don't get me wrong. Why are you holding my hand? Stop holding my hands on the show.
He wants me to.
No, I don't hold my hand.
Okay, are we going to go to the slides?
We having this discussion. Why are you all so caught up about the slides?
Because I love my slides.
Yeah, but
So don't knock my Freeport people.
Exactly. As a matter of fact.
Joanne.
As a matter of fact, let's take a break and make sure our sponsors are recognized. Yes. Get Catherine out of the picture away. Tech Thursday would not have been possible without our sponsors. Thank you so much, sponsors, for sponsoring Tech Thursday, one of our major primary Tech Thursday is powered by Sounders Consultants. Sounders Consultants is an IT consultant firm that implements IT solutions that fit. They open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays. So if you have any IT concerns, give them a call. If you're looking for live streaming, you have an event and you want to live stream, you want pay-per-view live streaming. And pay-per-view means you want to do a live stream, but you want to charge for persons to see the live stream. Yeah. Sounders Consultants are the company that you want to engage. Yeah, their numbers are right there on the screen. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day except Sundays. And if there's an emergency, they might just answer you on Sundays. Thank you, Sonos Consultants. Tech Thursday is also brought to you by Bahamas IPTV and Communication Solution. I mean, that removal of channels from the Cape of Bahamas the other day, just ridiculous. With Bahamas IPTV and Communication Solution, you get more than sufficient channels. You get all of the channels, all your Hallmark, all of your USA, and more. Thousands more. Hey, McWesser. So give Bahamas IPTV a call. Their number is right there on the screen, 557-2778, 359-0307. And guess what? Tell them you saw that on Tech Thursday. And tell them I say give you that little discount. They give you it. Just me. Finally, our show is sponsored by Alive. If you believe in best, believe in Alive. If you need to get top up, if you need a fast experience, the new fast LTE data service, stop into any Alive branch and get yourself connected. Matter of fact, they have some brand new plans. Sign at $4 a day. Data included. Give them a call. Thank you, Alive, for sponsoring the show. And let's bring Catherine back on the show.
Yeah, miss me. I'm trying to do like a side profile for a side profile. But yes, so now we're going to show you how good technology has improved in the 242. Hopefully it's good.
Toronto and shit.
What we get power though.
Toronto and shit. I can tell you one thing. Our power ain't been off for the week.
Y'all know. And thank you. You better know on wood. And I even think that's real wood.
Yeah, I think this is press wood.
Power going off. It's going off.
All right. So finally we're getting to the slides that Catherine wants so dearly.
Yes, my darling. Yes.
Construction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Technology. We have definitely improved with that. Let me tell you something. For our contractors out there, I am so proud of you guys. When I see companies like Cavalier, Hosley, Trico, all of these Bahamian construction companies who can hold their own ground against these other people that here. They could hold their own ground and they could build the same buildings with the same technology, the same equipment, doing a good job building some of the best ports we have out there. That's a sign of increase in technology in the Bahamas. A lot of times we think machinery as machinery. Yeah, Dr. Zone. But machinery is technology.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you see those cranes up there, that's Bahamian built. When we look at the big Atlantis over there, but the majority of that was built by Bahamians.
Yep.
Bahamian technology and the wisdom behind all of the stuff that they did.
Right.
Makes me proud to be a Bahamian.
All right.
Hey, look at house.
So we're going from a thatch roof with wooden on stilts and all that to now a concrete structure that should be able now to last for a longer period of time. And more so, the Bahamas is prone to hurricanes.
Yeah.
And so
Yes, my darling. Yes, because y'all know what happened, right? After Hurricane Andrew, those people up north, well, south, but up north to us, they had to come to us for our building code. So, hey, Bahamas 242, for people who did not know that, Florida had to come to our Ministry of Works, our building code, to build their houses. Thank you, my darling.
Yeah.
Yes.
So technology has improved as relates to construction.
Bahamians, technology. Listen.
The way that we transport goods.
I know who Granddaddy that is. But Granddaddy's looking spliff downtown, eh?
Yeah, but we more on talking about transportation.
Yeah.
What used to happen back in the day. Over time, the introduction of cars and this, that, and next thing. You have your horse and carriage, this, that, and next thing. So you're able now to carry a lot more.
Yeah.
And you with that now you need to have better roads. Because if we go back and look at this, it's just a dirt road. You see what I'm saying? If we advance to this, it might be a dirt road, but it's not as narrow. It's more wider. Like this almost looks like a 3-car lane type situation.
That might have been bad driving back then too.
Well, you know, Bahamas we can't drive.
We can't drive.
Oh,
Oh, he ended the show on us. Is he ready to end the show, people? He said.
all right, and I do apologize. I gone and missed and hit the wrong button.
That's technology there.
Yeah, the wrong button. So my bad. Viewers, that's my bad. What I'm gonna do is after the show, I'm going to reprogram that button because I don't want to end the show
in the middle of the show.
In the middle of the show. So let me tread carefully and advance this. Now we're going from horse and carriage to the inventive cars, now electric cars.
Yeah, we do have a lot of electric cars. And to talk about that, I know, well, I don't know what's happening in the port, so I may be able to elaborate a little bit more, but I know for sure in New Providence by the Sports Center, they have a whole a solar power,
Yeah.
I don't know, situation going on for like electric cars. And there are different spots. You'll have to call like local government agencies, but I know there are different spots for you to charge up your electric cars.
Yep.
I think for sure one is by the Inland Revenue Building. You guys can go there. I don't know if charging up is free. Don't take text it's free. But I know they do have something there for you to charge up your car. So, you know, we are welcoming and welcomed to technology. I don't welcome it because electricity into
I listen and I'm looking at this photo, right? Like I really try and figure out if it's sustainable, especially given the challenges that we have with BPL.
But they look like they're the island house. So.
No. Yeah, but that's just one particular area. Like I mean, the average Bahamian. I mean, you in order for you now to move this car, it needs to run off electricity. But if the electricity is off for 6 and 8 hours at a time, I mean, how are you?
Uber, I know Uber over here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like
Uber might not be over here yet. You could catch a bus.
I think we need to go ahead and do our research and get persons who are
and different locations where
who have electric cars, see exactly how they're able to manage.
I know where they sell some, and let's see how that goes. We could probably go on a little test drive and see how it works. We're going to do a show for you guys. Y'all gonna see me. I gotta put on my extra 40-inch Brazilian for y'all. Y'all gonna see it like blowing in the wind.
Oh, lucky you, lucky you.
Y'all gonna see me in the electric car blowing.
What was this about? Is this a prison or? All right, so those what they're laying up on are cannonballs. So I'm assuming, law enforcement. And back in the day, they used to fight with cannonballs and this, that, and the next thing. And now today's law enforcement, you have
technology.
Weapons, you have different types of ammunitions, of guns, and even in this picture now, they're even using dogs, to combat crime. So I mean.
This is where we at in the 242.
This is where we at in the 242. I mean, we have advanced in that of combating crime with trying to come up with the latest, I guess.
Yeah, because I think they have introduced drones in some of their like traffic problems. They use drones and stuff like that. So. That's where we're at in the 242. We're not as backwards. They're using like drones.
I'm not saying that we're backwards. I'm not saying that we're backwards. What I'm saying is where we is 46 years, like we could have been a whole lot more further. That's all I'm saying. So I mean, boy, if y'all ever had food out of a rock oven.
Hey, Hey.
Oh boy, y'all ain't know what y'all missing.
Tastes good.
Tastes good. Put your foot in that.
But
But
now,
now we've adopted inside our houses these conventional stoves or these traditional
electric stove.
electrical stoves,
Shall
you
I?
know.
I may get one of them. That means I can't cook as often. BPL is off. Hey. But we have generator. So that ain't going.
Right.
My
So
plan won't work.
yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, these aren't really behemoth technologies, but
We're using it.
we're using it.
We are embracing it.
Right, and like you mentioned earlier in our earlier discussion, fast foods. Fast foods use, I mean, they have to use these modern day equipment to try knock out the foods as quick as possible. Not saying that we are encouraging fast foods. We're not. We want you guys to be healthy and have a balanced nutrition. But yeah.
And for that, I have a friend. She swears by this crock pot. Everything is crock pot. So we're using technology. Trust me. Yay! Everybody's favorite.
There we go.
We know about that.
Who's we?
I know about that.
But who's we? Because you say we.
Payments.
Yeah. I don't mean me. But
No.
I know about that. Yeah, I know about the little one. I know about the bigger one in the back.
I know about the scrubbing board.
Yeah, and I talk about the top. I know about that little, I know about the little brown one, but I know about the big round one.
The silver one.
Yeah.
The silver ones.
Yeah, don't let it be hard. And oh boy, yeah. But now you're using washing machines.
Yeah.
When we was putting this thing together, I wanted back in the day where they had wash houses that had like multiple scrub boards and tin tubs, and they'll wash your clothes for you. I mean, I don't know.
They just live out of the Perry fantasy dreams, I guess.
No, because now that you have a personal washing machine,
high efficiency, as they call it.
Well, this particular one is a high efficiency. You now have wash houses that have multiple of these machines, so you go and just throw all your loads in, dry all the same time, and you out there in about 2-3 hours rather than you finish a load there. So I wondered back in the day whether or not they had wash houses with had the tin tubs and all that. That's,
you guys who know the answer, let us
know. Let us know. Like that's I'm very curious to know what the answer is for that. Atari. Are you like, you don't know Atari? You don't know Atari? Oh my. You had a boring childhood. So we gone from this to hooking up to your TV to now playing games on the computer.
Yeah, that's why a lot of behemoth sure ain't doing good in school, but that's another story.
No, but it's not bad. Online gaming is not bad though. Because you could actually make money from online gaming. But then again, you have to be superb and all that because the market
saturated.
Yeah, no, not even saturated, but you have a lot of competitors out there that just wants to be that number one gamer. But trust me, that's a topic that we're going to bring here on Tech Thursday because that's the industry that I think that we now need to highlight because it does exist here in the Bahamas. Oh, good old pay phones.
That's what Batelco, BTC was Batelco.
And this was the first phone card. I need a phone card. I need my dad by BTC.
So we have in the Bahamas, we have grown, and I will agree with both Mr. Joey Butler and Mr. Sanders here, Mr. Tech, that we do have some improvements, but we're not where we should be in the 242, and hopefully we have a few technicians out there who are willing to put their feet to the ground, who's going to go in Parliament and fight for technology and the improvement of technology in the Bahamas, because we're 46 years. You know, what'll be, how would we look in the next 50 years? You know, so we want to definitely say to all of the technicians out there, you know, say gas stove is good. Yeah, it is the best. We want to definitely thank all of our BTC, BEC linesmen who would have put down cables in the trenches, just for the betterment of us years ago. We want to thank you because right now we're utilizing it. We're living off the backbones of your work those years back. 40, 60 years now. We could imagine we have internet in the home. I could go to my smart TV and just
Pull up YouTube
or Netflix or all of these good stuff because of your hard work 46 years ago or some 40 odd years ago. So we have some more improvement. So for our young technicians out there, let's put our feet to the ground and let's start walking and making sure that another 46 years, people then will say, hey, you guys did such an awesome job. We are, in par with the US, Canada, or wherever else around the world.
Okay. So we have gone over our time tonight. We haven't done this for a while, but I think the discussion was good, and I think that we highlighted some great points, and we have to contribute it to our audience.
I have to remember to get in that electrical car for you guys and get those places where you could plug in your electric cars.
Yeah.
See if we could drive one.
Yeah. So let's we're gonna organize it as a company and say and let you guys know exactly how the experience is. What are some of the challenges, if there are any?
Some people drive slow, so
yeah. Anyway, you know what?
it's electric car, people.
Yeah, but that means that if I drive fast, I might have to charge up faster. Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so we'll see. But thank you so much for staying up with us tonight. We've gone 15 minutes over the time. And we just have to thank you our viewers.
And the 242.
And the 242 at large.
And happy independence,
Yeah.
I wish you have many more years of independence and growth.
Yeah. All right. So mic check. Oh, okay. Sorry. What a weird time to find when our mic was on, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. But anyway, so next week, hopefully we have our guest speaker, our guest, join us next week as we continue the topic of
the industry, the IT industry.
The industry, right? Especially after 46 years of becoming independent. So stay tuned. Look out for the flyers. We're going to be posting some.
Good night, Joanne.
Good night, Joanne. We're going to be posting some forms online to get some more information from you guys. Take your cell phone numbers, email addresses, so we can keep you guys updated as notifications when we're going live, what's happening, and this, that, next thing. So be sure to look out for that. Again, see you guys next week, Thursday. I am your host, Hakeem Sanders, with my co-host,
Catherine.
Next
week, you always see me in the long hair in the car. Let's see what happens.
Technology. I wonder if technology could do something for this. But anyway.
We need months for that topic.
But see you guys next week, Thursday, same time, same place. I'm your host, Hakeem Sanders, signing off. Good night, everybody.